What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, February 5th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 5-game slate tonight. So let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Jrue Holiday from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Portland Trail Blazers, who have the 9th worst defense overall. They're middle of the pack defending opposing point guards. Jrue Holiday has averaged 37.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 33 minutes per game with a 24% usage rate. He's projected at 37.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. He's $7,500 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel, and Vegas thinks there's going to be 227.5 points scored in this game, and Jrue Holiday has scored 36, 34, and 50 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 36, 31, and 34 minutes. So I like this pick because Jrue Holiday, he's got a fantastic record here versus the Portland Trail Blazers. He scored 47, 46, 44, 45, and 39 fantasy points in his last 5 games versus the Trail Blazers. So I like Jrue Holiday here versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Okay guys, it's time to announce the winner of our $25 weekly PayPal giveaway, and the winner is Reaper Gang Radio. Reaper Gang Radio, congratulations, you are the winner of this week's $25 PayPal giveaway. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Tyler Hero from the Miami Heat playing the Charlotte Hornets, who have the 2nd worst defense overall. They're middle of the pack defending opposing shooting guards. Tyler Hero has averaged 33.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 33 minutes per game with a 29% usage rate. He's projected at 34 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.5 times value. He's $6,200 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 224.5 points scored in this game, and Tyler Hero has scored 41, 29, and 21 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 31, 28, and 29 minutes. He also scored 44 fantasy points in his last game versus the Hornets. So I like Tyler Hero here versus the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. So I have a value play for you here. Take a look at Kenrich Williams from the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Sacramento Kings, who have the 2nd worst defense overall. They give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Kenrich Williams has averaged 17.5 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 21 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate, but he's projected at 19.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's 3,700 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel, and Kenrich Williams has scored 28, 24, and 16 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 22, 28, and 24 minutes. So I think he's a pretty good value play here, and I also like his history versus the Kings. He scored 23, 18, and 42 fantasy points in his last 3 games versus the Kings, playing a bit over his season average in minutes the last 3 games. So I think in this matchup, he can score 20 fantasy points or more, get you over 5 times value. So I like Kenrich Williams as a value play here versus the Sacramento Kings. Now, if you're looking for a DraftKings only value play for the same price, a guy who's playing more minutes on average and probably has a little bit more upside here, take a look at Contavious Caldwell-Pope from the Washington Wizards playing the Phoenix Suns. Contavious Caldwell-Pope has averaged 21.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. He's projected at 20.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.7 times value. He's only 3,700 DraftKings salary, but he is 1,400 more on FanDuel, so it's a DraftKings only play for me. Vegas thinks there's going to be 222 points scored in this game, and Caldwell-Pope has scored 11, 21, and 19 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 28, 29, and 27 minutes. So had a bad game last game, but those other 2 are fine. He would have hit value at that DraftKings price tag, and I like that he's playing 27 to 29 minutes for only 3,700 DraftKings salary. That gives him some pretty big upside with low risk. So I like Contavious Caldwell-Pope on DraftKings here versus the Phoenix Suns. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. So you got some value plays in there. Here's a stud that I like. I think he's underpriced here tonight. I like Julius Randle from the New York Knicks playing the Los Angeles Lakers, who have the 4th worst defense overall. And although they've been pretty good versus opposing power forwards, Julius Randle has averaged 40.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. Now, he's only projected at 39.2 fantasy points here tonight, but I do think he can score 45 fantasy points or more and get you 5 times value or more. He's 8,700 DraftKings salary, 500 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 212.5 points scored in this game, and Julius Randle has scored 50, 35, and 25 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 36, 29, and 36 minutes. Now, I also like this pick because he scored 50, 49, and 58 fantasy points in his last 3 games versus the Lakers. I would expect him to be over 9K salary on DraftKings, and he's only 8,700. So I think he's a little underpriced, probably on both sites. So I like Julius Randle with that 50-plus fantasy point upside here versus the LA Lakers. Okay, moving on to the center position. Still got no LeBron James. So because of that, I like Anthony Davis from the LA Lakers playing the New York Knicks, who have a good defense overall. They've been good versus opposing centers, but Anthony Davis has averaged 46.7 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 35 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He's projected at 47.7 fantasy points here tonight, but with no LeBron on the court, he has a higher usage rate, and he's playing a few extra minutes out there in the last few games. So I think he can score 50 fantasy points or more in this one, get you 5 times value or more. He's 10,100 DraftKings salary, 400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 212.5 points scored in this game, and Anthony Davis has scored 63, 58, and 44 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 37, 36, and 38 minutes. So I like Anthony Davis here versus the New York Knicks. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.